So very frustrating in that regard. I was very appreciative that the first stream, everything went well and the support was great. I don't know what happens on the second stream of the exact same fucking game that the support is way low. Makes no sense. Like, there's no way to make any sense of it whatsoever. It's the same game. It's actually getting better. Like, the more I play, the better we're doing. The rage was there that people love. Why was the support not on the late stream? No fucking clue. Urban style individual.
What's up with y'all? Hopefully this video finds you in good spirits, and if not, well, at least you not DSP. And I'm gonna keep it real. Initially, I was not going to do a video on this because we know how he gets down when he plays Street Fighter. It's the same song and dance, right? But when I saw the daily rap, all I could do was laugh to myself because it was as if all the money that he got from his latest Jay Hayes, it was almost as if it did not even happen. It just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how much money you give this dude, the cycle will always continue because Phil does not have a money problem. He has a gambling addiction, allegedly, which means he has a spending problem. So I don't care how much money you throw at him. At some point, he'll be right here. So let's get into it.
Today, all day long, I played Street Fighter as I played with the new character Alex in Street Fighter 6. All day, both streams. Basically, the first stream, the goal was to learn his basic combos, his basic abilities, his supers, his moves, and see what to do with them, and then play some online. The second stream's goal was to try to play enough that I knew the basics, and then I could go and do my ranked placements and see how I could do in ranked play. The good news is we did all of that today. All right, we already have 3 videos live, and 2 more are going to go live overnight. I'm going to upload them in just a moment. So here's the bad news, okay? First of all day we had great attendance, okay? Which is excellent.
So we get the prototypical Phil, right? He's going to wind us up and talk to us about things we know he doesn't care about. So his plane has a soft place to land when he talks about the things that he actually cares about, like money.
And as you know, things have been going well recently in regards to support and the like. So today I was like, hopefully things will go good with Street Fighter 6. Overall, they did. But it was a weird spread, and allow me to explain. We started off today with a DSP morning show. But I made it a shorter one because, I wanted to get into Street Fighter and play with this character for over 3 hours on the first stream. So
I know this is something that we touched on, but can we really be real about this? Phil, you don't have a morning show. By the time you start talking on your so-called morning show, most of the world is on their lunch break or on their way back to work, and you're just now getting out of the bed. So I don't know how you're defining morning. I mean, somebody let me know.
So we chilled or whatever, and then we jumped into the game. That first stream, I got a ton of support, all right? There was a ton of gifted memberships, there was tips, there was super chats, there was everything, okay? Not a lot of support on the kick side, but pretty much everywhere else there was a ton. So that was great. I was like, wow, that's excellent, getting so much support on this premiere stream of Alex. Did I learn the abilities of Alex? Yes, I did. Do I like Alex? Yeah, I do. I don't think that he plays anything like his Street Fighter 3 Third Strike version whatsoever. Like, he's really drastically different. But he's got some neat counter hits. He's got some cool combos. He's got some mix-ups, and the stance is actually interesting. I like his stance, and that's weird because a lot of characters I don't like using stances. But in this case, I like how his stance transitions into his moves from Third Strike that you can't really do otherwise. In Third Strike, he had a lot of charge moves. There's no charge moves with Alex in this game. They're all from a stance and then different moves that come out of it. So, anyway.
Now, he just explained why everything should have been kosher, especially when you consider the influx of income that he received as of late. But again, all that was just to wind you up for what he really wants to talk about.
Anyway, the first stream, first hour or so, we were in training mode, and then we had 2 hours of online casual play. Did I do well? Oh yeah, I had big win streaks. I was getting better and better with this character the more I played him, and overall things were going well. Then on the night stream, okay? I don't know what happened, but basically, here's what happened. Number 1, attendance, still good. Support, slow as shit. So I had a really great overperforming first stream and a really slow late stream. And again, the kick audience barely supported whatsoever. Sucks because Tuesdays are always my last day of the week where any performance I get on kick counts for that week. And then I get...
Now, you see how unappreciative he is? You see that? Now, anybody else, if you're in a working relationship, a business relationship, when things slip, you're going to look at it as, okay, things have ebbs and flows, and that's kind of how things go. But for him, he has to kick the door open, break out the pen and pad, and ask people a million questions about what happened. You only do this if the money that you made already is already gone. If he was sitting on what he got from Jay, we would not be having this conversation right now.
Paid for it in just a couple of days. So I always like to have a strong end that Tuesday. Today was like the slowest day for Kick. What the fuck happened? I don't know.
You see how he coming? See, this is why I feel when you get off the stream and things did not go your way, you would do yourself a lot of good by waiting a little bit before you start making these daily raps, because we know you are emotional and you treat a lot of times your streams like it's supposed to be some type of therapy session, and it only really benefits you. Because who is this for? If you're trying to compel people to support you, this is probably the worst ways to go about doing it.
Usually Kick does like Street Fighter and does support it, and today was the opposite. Almost no one on Kick supported it at all. Okay? Late night stream, how did it go gameplay-wise? First hour, I did casual play, and it was hit or miss, but I was getting better. I was even getting better with execution, better with combos. I'm like, all right, last hour, ranked placements. The fucking moment I start playing ranked placements, the game's laggy as shit. You're seeing frame drops, you're seeing stutters, frames skipping. Like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Isn't that convenient? Now, when he was smashing scrubs, everything was good, right? He was talking about how great he was and how much he likes the character. But the second he was placed against people who were as good as him or slightly better, all of a sudden the game is fundamentally flawed to the point where even basic things flat out don't work. It's just crazy.
It literally didn't do this all day when I played casual play. Only when I started playing ranked did the game start playing badly.
Okay, so let's use a little bit of reasoning and logic here, Phil. You just said that it was good all day, right? So what's the only thing that changed in this equation? Only one variable changed, and that was you playing higher competition. It's just so crazy how anybody he come across can never just be better than him. You can never just give somebody their props. It's always them abusing something or the game is broken.
And the problem with that is I can't react to anything. It ends up being I have to mash jab a lot and do stupid shit that you don't want to do rather than do timed combos and things that you know are better. I can't do them because the game won't work because the game is having these issues with the online play. Don't ask me why. The ranked matches always give me problems, but they do. The casual play was much better. As soon as I got to ranked, it was almost all Alex players, which was very fucking boring, and a lot of lag. So everyone mashing buttons and lag, my ranked placements were atrocious, and I ended up 1-star diamond. Now, the good news is, once I got out of the ranked placements, I started getting win streaks, and I actually got an 11 win streak, so I propelled myself up to 3-star diamond, and then another laggy player came in button mashing and beats me and kills my streak. The truth is today, I won way more than I lost.
You see how much he cares about this? Because deep down, he knows it was a disaster stream. Nobody can watch that really, Phil, and learn anything from your gameplay at all, because according to you, the only reason why things didn't go your way is because something was wrong with the game. Opposed to when I watch somebody like a Maximilian Dude or even a Justin Wong, they might do something, mistime something, and a lot of times they'll tell you what their opponent is about to do. They'll say, I missed the grab, or I'm not safe on block. He's going to go level 2 or level 3. And you can learn things through their commentary. It starts to make sense what you're watching, which makes people more interested. But if you're watching Phil, what really can you learn? And he actually has the nerve to upload that Street Fighter 6 gameplay, which is some of the worst on the internet. Sub to the channel before I come find you.
Like, it's going to be crazy to see because I had so many streaks multiple times. It was like win streak with Alex. I, by all means, should have been at Master. But the game lagging in ranked pisses me off, and I rage like crazy. And that's what happens when the game is a piece of garbage online. It just doesn't perform. Why is it such inferior or different experience when you're playing one mode versus the other?
My question is, with all your Street Fighter knowledge, all the stuff you just talked about, right? You talk about how the game is broken all the time. Why did you buy it 3 different times? Why did you also buy multiple fight sticks and trying to leverage your audience to allow you to buy another one if it's as broken as you claim it is? Does that make any sense? I guarantee you, if you look up how many hours Phil has played Street Fighter, it's probably far more than any other game he's played. This is how you know this is a pride thing, because we've seen in the past where a game was actually broken, where it actually needed an update or a patch to make it playable, he would drop it and then come back to it when it was patched correctly. So we know deep down, he just can't come to terms with the fact that he can't hang with a lot of these people that's out here playing these games now. It is what it is.
I know the answers, but of course everyone will say I'm lying, because when you're playing casual play, it's going to match you against people of, nearer to you. Why? Because it's not actually trying to match you for skill. It's just trying to match you for better connection. When you go to ranked, now it's trying to find people of your skill level, but that means all the connections suck because it has to go around to find people of your skill level. There's less players at your level. Therefore, it's going to lag. Sorry, rollback netcode sucks. So, dropped input, dropped frame, doesn't work, won't block. Fuck this. Why would I want to play this game? And I kept saying multiple times, I'm having no fun. I don't know why I play this game.
So why do you think you didn't get support, Phil? My goodness, you was crying like a baby the whole time. And the other thing about Phil, right? He might have stored information that he learned from going to training and trying to learn combo strings. His issue is he needs a lot of hours with the character to actually be able to practically apply what he learned. So he has the information, but he has a hard time applying it in real time to actual matches. What it does in his mind is it stutters him. And when you're playing fighting games and footsies and trying to win neutral, an indecision is a decision. So he'll resort to something that he's comfortable with. But what that does is limits his tools. So when he goes against players that are better than him, once they overcome the one or two things that he likes to do, he's basically cooked.
Every time I try to pick a new character or do something different in this game, it's the same experience. Like, same thing happened with Sagat. My ranked placements were awful matches where I couldn't play. So anyway, the good news is by the end of the night, I already have Alex by 3-star diamond middle. And if I get a win streak, I'm going to get him right to master. And I was on the way of getting a win streak. The problem was twice it would get a laggy match and then my win streak ends because the fucking button mashers get out there and win. Instead of playing intelligently, I can't react to anything they do and it drops everything I'm trying.
So my question is this, Phil. When is the last time you actually lost a match because somebody was just better than you? Has that ever happened in any fighting game ever? Outside of somebody that has notoriety in the FGC, the FGC that you claim you don't care about, but the second they're in the lobby with you, you start acting like a damn fan.
So very frustrating in that regard. I was very appreciative that the first stream, everything went well and the support was great. I don't know what happens on the second stream of the exact same fucking game that the support is way low. Makes no sense. Like, there's no way to make any sense of it whatsoever. It's the same game. It's actually getting better. Like, the more I play, the better we're doing. The rage was there that people love. Why was the support not on the late stream? No fucking clue.
So the man just said that he was appreciative. Does this sound like he's appreciative? If you were appreciative, you will hold your head high during low times, especially considering you just came off a big high, right? That's how you show appreciation. When people are not able to give you the things that they normally can give you, you lean back and say, it's okay. You've already given me so much. It's not a big deal. Don't even worry about it. This should not even be a topic of conversation, especially considering how things have gone for him as of late.
The good news is, doesn't really matter. This week's been going great, right? There's been amazing days. I've been crushing it. It doesn't matter that the night stream was slow. In fact, because the first stream was doing so good anyway, it didn't matter really how the night stream went. But I do hope that this isn't a pattern. You know what I'm meaning? Like, I want to play Street Fighter 6, but I hope that if I'm going to grind it out and be suffering like I was tonight with this laggy piece of garbage, that people will be there for it and will support. The good news is they were there, just don't know what happened on the late stream. All right, but anyway.
That's how you know that all the money that he got from Ja Hayes, that money is gone. It's long gone. And this is why I'll never understand the concept of somebody owning me or anybody else, because I'm a stranger on the internet. So you're going to give your money to a stranger on the internet to own other strangers on the internet, only to get reactions like this. Does he sound like he's appreciative? That's why I'll never understand the well logic that they're quote unquote sticking it to the trolls. In what way? What really are you gaining here?
Next time we're playing Street Fighter is in a bit. I got 2 days of other content, then I got 2 days off, and then we're back to other content, probably maybe Monday, Tuesday at the earliest. we'll be playing Street Fighter again. Yes, I am going to go back to Alex. I am going to try to, a little bit of warm-ups and then go back to ranked. I want to get him to master. I need to get him to master. That way, he'll be there. You got to do it early. That's the thing in these games. You got a new character, you got to get him to master early. Because if you don't, everyone learns the meta in 2-3 fucking sessions, and now they all just counter everything you do, which is ridiculous, but they do.
And that's where a lot of the anger is coming from. He has so much pride, and so much of how he views himself is wrapped up in his performance in Street Fighter. This is why he was trying to get out in front of everything so he can get that character to master before everybody else got their hands on him. Now, just think about how pathetic that is. He's doing that just so he can say he did. But to who? The detractors, right? Like, come on, man. Like I said, man, you just can't make this stuff up.
So, let's see how it goes next week, but I'm glad I'm taking a break because I played it all day and I'm all Street Fighter 6 out. I raged out and I've had enough of this laggy garbage. I just want to play other games now. Tomorrow will be a more chill day. Tomorrow we'll have a DSP morning show, more of Slay the Spire 2. We're going to continue with the Regent playthrough. Please, if you like Slay the Spire, please be there tomorrow. The reason I say that, because for some reason, when we played the other day, it was a slow stream. But then people came after the fact on other streams saying, oh, I like Slay the Spire, here's support. And I was like, it's weird. Hopefully they can make it for tomorrow's stream. All right, I guess we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have more people for Slay the Spire 2. Tomorrow night is RimWorld. Same situation. We're in RimWorld. We've been having great streams all the time. All of a sudden, we had a slower one on Sunday. Hopefully, it's not a pattern because I want to keep playing RimWorld. I'm over 40 hours in. I want to keep it going, but I do need people to actually show up and support like they've been. So hopefully that was just a one-off night. All right?
So this is Phil talking to people directly without talking to them. You see how he mentioned the game? Because that game gives that person insight into who he's talking to. Remember when you gave me money when I played that certain game? Well, I'm going to be playing that certain game again. I would really appreciate it if you gave me money again. It's just so crazy, the peaks and valley that this guy experiences from day to day, all while trying to convince strangers on the internet that he's doing the best he's ever done. But when you look at all the measurable metrics, you have to ask yourself, what is that based on, Phil, outside of you saying it? That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, yeah.